Okay. So I'll open the last example where we discussed. I'll go to my D drive, full stack Angular example. And I created a brand new application. If you could see, I created an application without taking the workspace. That means it's a completely new application that I have created. So for that one, we have two commands I used. First one is, go to the location where we wanted to create the application. And from that location, we use what a command, npm init @Angular, and where you can give the name of that application. Or else what you can do, you can use ng new and the tab name. Then it will ask you two questions. One is, do you want to add the routing? If you wanted to include, you can say yes. Otherwise, you can say simply no as well. And the next one is going to be CSS styles you can select. Then it might take a couple of minutes to install each and everything, all the packages. That is step number one, create a new application. And second one is going to be, I told you to install the Bootstrap and its related libraries. For that, I used npm install bootstrap --save and npm install bootstrap icons --save. So these are the two things that needs to be installed. And once if it is installed, it will be available under the node modules folder. From the node modules folder, get them and included in a file that is styles.css. By using @importer, you can get the files and include it over there. So these are the basic steps that you have to perform. And after completing that, I told you we will be working on complete real-time data where you can use different endpoint. An endpoint is nothing but a URL. That means the request will reach us to that particular URL and fetch the data. Okay, fetch the data. And I have different types of requests here. Maybe I wanted to get the product information. I wanted to get a particular product information. I can get the categories which are available. And I can get in some particular category, what are all the items are available. I can get it over there. Now, and the next one you can see, most of the time I'll work on the products information so that I created an interface. And that interface is having all the properties which are related to the product class. And then I have the TS file and HTML. Up to some extent, I have developed even yesterday itself. But just for your understanding purpose, I'm telling you one more time. I'll open my web page, go with the command prompt, open with the Visual Studio Code. That is where I used code space dot. And at the same time, I'll run my application as well. ngs-o if I'll be using, so that automatically it opened on a browser. Right. So this is what we have done till yesterday. Till the last session. When user click on home, it has to display all. When user click on electronics, it has to display electronics related. Men's means men's and women's means women. And jewelry and some links that we are having. Until that, like we have done the development. Okay. And I have written some methods also here. So the first one is going to be, you can see load all the categories. For that, I used some URL and I wanted to load the product. I wanted to get that items which are available in my cart. When my page is loaded, I'm going to load each and everything. So this is what I have done. So have you completed this or not? Just do let me know. How many of you guys have done this so far? How many of you guys have done this one? Very good. Anyone else? Very less numbers. Okay, right. Now you can see when user click on the buttons that are available here, maybe the home or maybe the electronics, maybe the men's fashion, women's fashion and jewelry. We have to get the corresponding item. For that reason, we created a method that is category change and we pass some argument over here, right? Yes or no? We pass some argument over there. That is what I am trying to do. So how can I do that one? That means how can I use it? For that reason, I created like this. And here what I can do is I'm going to write a simple condition. The condition is going to be if the category name what user has entered is equal to suppose let's say all. The category name is going to be all. Then what I can do? I'm going to load the products. Okay, I'm going to load what? All the products that are available, right? Am I right? Tell me. I'm going to load all the products that are available so that what I can do? I can give this particular URL. Now you can see I'll copy this particular URL and then paste it over there. That is what the reason I created here something like this. And I'll be using, let's say, an else block here, and this dot load products is going to be. Now I don't want to load all the products. I'm going to load the product based on the category. So that what I can do, and I'm going to use something like products. And from this particular products, we have what category is available. Understand? If you want, you can see. I'll open that fakestoreapi.com. And from here, you can see we have a URL where it loads, a category based item. This is what that URL. Now, when I copy this one, and then let's come back here, and I'm trying to paste it over there. But you can see this jewelry right now, what we are having is hard coded here. I hard coded this value, but user may click on any button from here, right? User may click on, let's say, electronic, then it has to display that electronics. When user click on men's fashion, it has to display men. When user click on women, then it has to display women's. When user click on jewelry, then it has to display the jewelry data. So, which means we have to display that corresponding data as per the requirement. Understand? We have to display the corresponding data as per the requirement. So how we can do that one? For that reason only, you can observe in the code, I'm sending the category name. When I'm doing that, I'm sending this particular category name. Based upon that only, we will be getting the data. So how we can do that one here, instead of giving directly, what I can do is, I'll be using a dollar here. I'll be using a dollar here and I can get the category name. But before that, I use what? a backtick syntax so that it will be easy for me. I use the backtick syntax and then I can provide the category name. If user clicked on a button that is jewelry, this category name will be jewelry, and then it comes here and then display all the jewelry. That means load all the products which are related to that. Suppose if user has clicked on a category that is men's fashion, then it will load all the men's fashion item. If user clicked on, let's say, the third one, then it will get all the data which is requested by the user. Clear? Clear or not? Tell me. Hello? Hello, hello. Right. Very good. Okay, this is what. And I'm going to write another functionality where I just wanted to add that item to the cart as well. That means before that, what I can do, I'm going to, let's say, display the data. First of all, let me display the data. And at the same time, I'm going to display a cart value which will be displayed to the user. Now I'll go to my HTML. So far, I have displayed only the cart items count here. And this is the div, and we have a header. Cart rounded. Okay. 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 What I can do here is, okay, here only our intention is to add like everything over here, right? So that is what I can do is, okay, I'll write one more thing here. When user click on here, let's say toggle cart. A simple function that what I am trying to implement, toggle cart is the function. What it will do, generally like even in the practical examples also, when you open, let's say, Flipkart application, right now here, we don't have any item. But once if user click on here, then I'm able to see all the items that are available in the cart, right? Yes or no? Did you observe? When user click on here, suppose let's say I added the 2 to 3 items. Maybe let me go to the home and furniture or else bed sheets, whatever. When I select something, and after that, when I try to add this particular item into the cart, now you can see when I try to add that item into the cart, then what happen? It will display all the items that are available in your cart. But it has to display only when user click on the cart, then only it has to display. Otherwise, it won't display it to the user. So like that kind of functionality, I just wanted to implement. For that reason, I'm creating a button that is toggle cart, and I'm going to write that functionality also. Just this is nothing, guys. I mean, there is no much logic here. I'm going to make it as going to be true and false. Okay, based upon that, I'm going to display. For that reason, you can see is cart items visible is available. And here what I can do is, I'm going to write that one. This dot is cart item visible, okay, is equal to, I'll be writing something like this cart is cart items visible, okay, is cart items visible is equal to false, is equal to false, I can say. Then I'll make it as going to be true, else I'll make it as going to be false, I can use. That's it. Understood? That means I'm taking a simple Boolean variable, and if it is true, I'll make it as false. If it is false, I'll make it as true. When it is going to be, when user click on that particular button. Now what button it is going to be? Cart button. You can see that this is how it is going to be. When user click on here, when it is true, I'll make it as false. When it is false, I'll make it as true. That is what I'm trying to do. Based on that, I'll render my user interface. Okay, based on that, I'll render my user interface. That is what I'm trying to do. Clear now? Hello? Clear now? Right. Now what I want to do, I'm going to display the data here. We'll quickly go to here. And after that header, let us take a simple div tag. Okay, div tag and bg hyphen dark is the class I can give, and a text hyphen white I can give, and after that text hyphen center, that what I can give, and after that I'm giving some padding, and also I'm giving some margin top for this application, and maybe I can just display a message to the user. Welcome to online shopping world. Okay, I'll be using welcome to online shopping world. A simple message that what I have displayed it over there. And after that, what I can do, I'll take a section here, and the class is going to be margin top 3. And after that, I'll take a row. And here, I'm using a class that is going to be the navigation, where I can say column 3 columns. Let me have a div. And here, I'm going to use a label tag. And this is going to be form label I can use. And after that, let me give a bold tag, select category. Select category. And I am going to take a div tag. Just what I am trying to do here is, I'm going to display all the list of categories that are available. And those categories I'll display within my what I can say, the selector. That is the drop down. When users select that, then I want to display that items. So that what I can do, I'm using a select tag here. I'm using a select tag here. And then when user change this one, I'll write something like when user change. Change is the event that is associated here. Category changed. Category changed, where I can say category dot. Okay. Category dot value I can say. That's it. Whatever the value we just wanted to maintain, you can. And I will just introduce you another one here. What I can say, I wanted to get the value which is selected by the user from here. So I'll write a simple one. I'll explain this one later. Don't worry. Just what I can do is I'm writing something like from select I can say. And also here I use ng model. I'll explain you this later. This is only the one where you are not, which is not covered here in this part. Category is equal to ng model I can use. Category is equal to ng model. Maybe. Don't worry. Just I'll explain you this later, guys. Don't worry. Just include that. I mean, we haven't discussed still at how we can make use of the forms. That is only the reason I haven't explained. But anyhow, we will be understanding how to create the form. That is template driven forms and model driven forms like that we have to. I'll just explain you about them very soon. Now, what I have done here, nothing. Whenever user has changed, the selection from here, maybe I can display that list of items so that you will come to know. When I give, let's say, an option, now here we have like, the multiple options there, so that I can give ng for is equal to let item of we have what categories are available. You can see somewhere I have the categories, which is a string array, and I'm going to get that particular item, and each and every time I'm going to displaying that item as well. So that what I can do, I'll be giving the value property here is equal to item I can give, and at the same time here also I'll be displaying that item, okay, which is in uppercase. Just you can see how the look and feel is going to. Welcome to that online shopping world. Now you can see I'm able to get like, all the list of items, electronics, jewelry, men's clothing, and then following with women's clothing. Understood? Hello. Hello. Just like, what is the one which is not covered here is I used an ng model here, and also I use an uppercase. Uppercase is nothing but it's a pipe. Okay, that is also going to be covered. That means still we have like couple of concepts to be discussed. And value is equal to item means categories will contain different items are available, right? Now each and every time based on the selection of that item, I wanted to get that exact value and assign it over there. And the same value only I'm going to passing it to this method, that is category changed. You can see that I created something like this. I created what category changed here. When user change the category, right? Sorry. Now you can see I used here like whenever user has changed the category, now we need to get this particular category selection, right? Yes or no? That is the reason where category changed. Now based upon that, like we have to display the data to the user. Clear now? Hello. Hello, hello, hello. If you want like, clearly understand, just for your understanding purpose, what I can do is I'll keep an alert and then you can give the category name. Now you can see this time what happened when user has selected a value. Right now we don't have anything. When user select all, now you can see, am I able to get the value or not? Right? When user select, let's say electronics, I'm able to get that electronics here. When user has selected jewelry, I'm able to get the jewelry here. When user select, let's say men's clothing, I'm able to get the men's clothing here. When user select women's clothing, I'm able to get the women's clothing. Understood? That means if you wanted to verify whether it is working fine or not, then at that particular moment, just to use that alert, but it is not required in all the cases. Just for your understanding purpose, if you wanted to give, there you can give it over there. Understand? Hello? Clear now? Right. Now what I can do, I'm able to display this particular one, fine. It is working fine. And the next one is going to be, I'll take a div. Okay, I'll take a div. See, somehow like, complex one only, but one time if you can practice, then it will be very easy for you. Always like, don't do like small examples. That is not at all a good practice. You can take some challenges, then only you will be, you will be become as a developer. In real time, that applications are like this only. Okay. So that is the reason. I know that like it is very difficult to understand for one time, but if you can practice the same for like, the 2 to 3 times, then it will be very easy for you. That is what I'm trying. Now here I want to display all the list of items. So how could I display that list of items here? That means the cart items I want to display based on the selection. So that what I can do, I'll use an ng if is equal to, okay, we have what? We have what? You can see based on this, I want to display the cart. Let me go here and display based on this one. That means this div has to display all the items that are available. User has selected, it has to display that particular list. Okay, it has to display that one. So that is what the reason. Now I'm taking, let's say H4 cart items. Cart items, I can say we will be having a table, and after that table I can give, and after that table hyphen hover I can say. Thirumalesh, if you are not able to understand, you can practice for 1 or 2 times. Definitely it will come. How many days you will go in a small steps? Tell me. So many days, like I explained, like small examples only, right? One good example, if I am explaining, people are feeling that what it is. If that is a case in real time, how you will manage the things? Just like, to give you how the things in real time, I'm taking this as some challenge and explaining. Otherwise, I don't have any issues. Okay. Right. I'm taking a table where I can say T head. Okay. T head. And after that, let me go with a TR over there. And I'm giving a TH here where I can say title is the one. Another TH I can say preview is the one that what I can give. And after that, I have T body. Okay, T body. And here in the T body, let me have a TR. Okay, let me have the TR. And where in this TR I want to display the data here. Now what I can do is this TR has to be, yes. So now here what I can do, I wanted to get all the items that are available. ng for is equal to let item of, I can say cart items, but I haven't created cart items. So far, like I don't have the data in this particular cart items. Maybe I can show you like how we can use it. Don't worry. How we can add that items into the cart. That part I'll explain you later. And at the same time, I can get that index value as well. Now let I is equal to, I can get that index and then display. Now here what I can do, first I'm going to give a title so that I'll be writing something like item dot title that what I can give. And after that, I just want to display an image also. I'll go with the TD and then go with an image where I can say an SRC is equal to item dot, we have an image and give some height and width also. Width equal to 50 and the height is going to be 50, I can say. And after that, when user, I want to generate like, a button here. Okay. And here in this button, we will be writing a simple functionality. When user click on here, and I'm going to remove that item. Remove item is the method based on the index value that we are having. I'll give a class something like btn hyphen, let's say danger I can give, some button I can say. Okay. And here also I'll use a bootstrap icon. Let's take a span and the class is going to be bootstrap icon and bootstrap icon hyphen. trash I can say hyphen fill something that what I can do. That's it. But remove item is not a see. If I go with like some functionality, it is still coming. It is still coming. Remove item I need to add. Again, ID of type number. Okay, nothing. I mean, when I try to like, add something, then again, it is showing me more functionalities. Nothing apart from that. But anyhow, we will see. Don't worry. Okay, this is what like, the nav. And after that, we'll have the main functionality. I'll take a main where I can have column 9 and I'll add like, many classes to this day hyphen flex I can give. And after that, flex hyphen wrap I can use, overflow hyphen auto I can give. And after that, let me give the style height as going to be 450 pixel. That's it. So this is what we are having. Now what I can do is I'm going to display all the list of item, nothing apart from that one. I want to stop this to here. So that is where I'll take a div, where the div is having a class that is the card, where it comes with paragraph 2, padding 2. And after that, I'm giving margin 2. And after that, let me give the style width as going to be 200 pixel. Right. Now here I want to get like, all the data ng for is equal to all the products has to be displayed to the user. So that I can say, let the product of, we have the products are available. Products are available. Let me go here and use it. That's it. First display that image so that I can say an image src is equal to, I have what product dot, what you want to display, I'll go with an image. And at the same time, I'm giving a class is equal to card hyphen image hyphen top, and I'm giving some height as going to be 160 pixel. Save it and then come back here. Now you can see I'm able to display like, all that items here. When I say about electronics, just like images I'm displaying, nothing apart from that one. When I say about all product, women's clothing, only the women product. When I say electronics, electronics only. When I say all that items that are available. Understand? And the next one is going to be after displaying an image, there I can take another div where I can display a class as going to be card header that what I can give. And here I can give a style where I can say height as going to be some around 140 pixel that what I can give. Okay, just to give a product title. I'll give a paragraph here, the title of the product. Let's give product dot title. Now you can see each product comes with title. Okay. And after that, I want to display price also. So that div card hyphen body I can say. I'll take a DL where I can just have a DT. Let me give the price. And DD I can give product hyphen price. product dot price, I can say. And another one, maybe I can say ratings. I'll give a DD. And here, let me take a span tag. I use a bootstrap icon, and bootstrap icon, the icon is going to be the star icon hyphen fill dot, maybe let's say text hyphen success I can give. I just want to give like, the rating and all, so that product dot rate rating, otherwise dot rate I can say. And at the same time, hmm, product dot rating dot we have another one, that is count icon. Sorry, count icons. Save it and you can see how it is going. You can see that price rating and how many items are there. The quantity also you can see that 259, 500, 120, something like this. And the last one, still we haven't added items to the cart. So we need another div. Let's take a div card hyphen footer, I can say. Let me add a button. When user click on this button, okay, when user click on this button, I wanted to add that items to the cart. So add to cart, I can say, based on product dot ID that we are having. And I'm just giving it over there. And I'll give a class BTN and BTN hyphen info, that what I can give. Just I wanted to add it to the cart. That's it. And maybe instead of displaying that text here, I'll take a span tag. I use a bootstrap icon cart. I can use cart 14 is the class is available. Add to cart, I can say. Still we have an error here. Let me copy this and I need to write like, these two functionalities. These two functionalities are pending right now. And here also I'll be taking an ID which is of type number, I can say. Now you can see how it is going. Add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. When user add to cart, I wanted to add that items to the cart. Now you can see when user click on electronics, when user click on men's fashion, this is going to be your assignment. When user click on jewelry, it is working fine. Electronics, it is working fine. Home also, it is working fine. But men's fashion and women's fashion, there was some issue. I already told you like what is that issue also yesterday. Okay. So that is also going to be, just check that one. Purna, I am not writing any functionality to that. Okay. It just like, the visibility purpose I have used. That's it. I'm not adding any functionality to that. Now what I can do, when user click on add items to the cart, we'll write like, that implementation quickly. So how I can add it over there? I'm going to fetch that items based on that ID and then add it over there. That's it. I'll be using what? Fetch again. Fetch I can use. And I can use like, the products based on that ID. Okay. Products based on that ID. You can see I have the product based on that ID. This is how. So that I can say, I can go to here. In place of 1, what I can do, I can get that ID and giving it over there. When user get that particular item, then what I want to do, whatever that response I'm getting, I'm going to convert that response into a JSON format. And then what I want to do, okay, and then what I just want to do, I'm going to get that particular data and this item, I wanted to add it to the cart items collection, because you can see I created an array here that is cart items. I'm going to add that particular data to here, so that what I can do, this dot cart items dot, we have a method that is push method. Whatever the data we are having, we can, and at the same time, this dot cart items count method, that what I can call, understand, get cart item or else. Mhm. Okay, get cart items count. I'm sorry. Get cart items count method is available. I'm going to get that particular one. And you can see when I save this and then come back here, right now this is how it is going to be. When users select all, I'm able to display all that items. Maybe I can select this one. Now you can see it is added here. When user select, let's say this one, again it is added here. When user click on here, now you can see, are we able to see that cart items here or not? But again, when user click on here, you can see show and hide, show and hide. Okay, show and hide. And again, still we have one more functionality which is pending. I don't want to add anything else. Okay, this is more than enough. If you can practice 2 days, it will take for you to understand one by one functionality and all. So don't worry, but you can practice these kind of, take these kind of challenges so that it would be very easy for you, like once you join in the industry. That even if it is like, a bit difficult, don't worry about it. Okay, please do practice. Okay, please do practice. That is what I am trying to say. Now you can see we have 3 items. You can see that 3 items I have added into the cart. Understood. Now I added like, 3 items here. Now after that, like when user click on remove, then I want to remove an item from the cart. That is what my requirement. So how I can do that one? So a simple thing that what I can give, where, okay, where confirmation is equal to, because like I don't want to delete directly. When user click on here, I'll take a confirmation from the user. Are you sure to delete? Okay, I'll take a confirmation from the user. Are you sure to delete? Now here I can write a simple question mark. If confirmation is going to be equal to true, then what I can do? When like user has added, I added the items to here. When user has removed, I'll remove from here, from that array. So how we can do that? This dot cart items dot, we have a splice method is available. That is where I asked you to go through the JavaScript. This push method or splice method, all these are the JavaScript methods that we are having. Now I can pass the ID that what user has passed. And after that, how many items? One item that what I'm going to remove. And at the same time, this dot get cart items count method I can call. That's it. Now, what is discount rate? See, these are enough, guys. These are enough. Many people like, Shrikant, what you are explaining, why this much example? Like that, I got the question. But just like, these are like, I can't explain like every time. Because like one example only is taking 2 sessions. See that. Now you can see when user click on remove, are you sure you wanted to delete? I'll say yes, so that automatically it gets removed. Now for you, the assignment is what? The first assignment, maybe if you wanted to note it down, you can. First assignment is, right now when user click on home, it is displaying all that items. When user click on electronics, it is displaying that electronics items here. But when user click on men's fashion, it is not showing me anything. When user click on women's fashion, not showing anything. But when user click on jewelry, it is able to display all the jewelry items that are available here, right? So the first assignment is going to be what? I will copy paste the code. App component.ts code. Okay. I'm giving you app component.ts code and app component.html code. Both the code I can give. Okay. Both the code I can give. Not an issue. And I can like, post this example in the Google Classroom. Splice is a JavaScript method. Just go with that. JavaScript array method. Purnachandra. It's a JavaScript method. Maybe you can go through that once again. I'll paste everything in the classroom along with the assignment also, guys. What assignments are going to be? Just I'll write down like, couple of assignments. First practice this, and later on the top of it, you can practice the assignments. Now you can see I posted everything. I posted everything here. Now it's time for assignments. Assignments on here. So the first assignment is going to be, okay, first assignment here, as the part of it, implement water. You can use pop method also. Yes, pop method also. See, when user click on men's fashion and women's fashion, it has to display that items. Okay. When user click on men's and women's fashion from the above, it has to display those items. That is the first one. Okay. Second one is when user add that items here, right? Now what you can do is you have to display the total cost here. Suppose let's say men's casual is going to be somewhere around like 300. That means 109. Suppose if I add these two items, I added this item to the cart, I added this item to the cart. Now you can see each item is having its price, right? Okay. So that is what the reason. You just have to calculate the price. You just have to calculate the price. That means calculate the total price and display below. That is the second one. That is the second one. And the third one is going to be, third assignment is going to be, okay, do these two first of all. Okay, complete these two. That's enough. Complete these two. And here I'm going to give a note over there, a simple note. Add this in app module.ts file. Because like, I use the forms module here. Don't forget to import it. Okay. Don't forget to add that in the import statement. This forms module, I'll make it as bold. That's it. Okay. I added the post. Now it's your time to complete all this assignment in a proper way. Right. Srivastava, please wait for a couple of, days. Because without connecting database only, I'm explaining this much example. You can just assume that if I connected to the database, how my examples are. That is where the difference between the real time and non-real. Okay, don't worry. I'll explain you like, beautiful examples. But this example once in a while, that's it. Not every day. Tomorrow onwards, the regular examples. Okay, again after 1 week, I'll combine all the concept and then one example, something like that. This is generally not an example. In real time, we call it as POC. This is what we call it as a POC. proof of concepts. Okay, I'll explain you that. Don't worry about it. Cannot get error. Mahendra Reddy, maybe like you will be getting this error because that API is not working fine. Just check the URL. Now today I have shared you like the complete code to you, right? So you may please just go through that. So notes is not available in second classroom. Second classroom. Second classroom. Hello. Uh, awesome. Fast forward now. 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. Right. I'll see that. If it is not available in second one, then I will post it over there also. I'll start.